So the first step is to take apart your controller before any spraying. You need a T6 or special T8 screwdriver made to take apart Xbox controllers. And now you need to locate a screw behind the batteries. Your controller most likely has a sticker behind it, but you can just puncture through it using your screwdriver and unscrew the screw. This next step is definitely one of the harder ones. You are attempting to remove the sides of the Xbox controller. You can either use your fingernails or another tool like a flathead screwdriver to help you. This will take time and more effort, but eventually they will come off. Here are the locations of the 4 other screws that you have to remove to take off the front plate before you can spray paint it. Now, with the front plate off, it is time to work on the design of your controller. So what I basically did, as seen with the Batman logo right here, I found a picture on the internet that I really liked. I printed it out, I cut it out, and then I traced it onto the roll of tape for that tracing to be cut off and then stuck onto the controller. The next step is to sand the controller. This is to ensure that any spray paint you apply stays on the controller. The best material to use while sanding an Xbox One controller is the green side of Scotch-Brite sponges. Once done sanding, make sure to wash the controller with soap and water so that any flakes don't impact the final product after your painting. After this is all done, your controller should look something like this, very gray and dull. Now that it is finally time to start spraying, here are a few tips and tricks you need to know. The first thing that you will need to use is a plastic adhesion promoter. This is very much needed as it will help the paint stick to the controller, which is made of plastic. I have found that really only 2 coats of plastic adhesion promoter is necessary, and you should apply them about 2 to 3 minutes apart. Once you have applied the second coat, set a 10-minute timer before you can actually apply your colorful spray paint. For the actual spray paint, 2 to 3 coats should be enough. You should be able to tell when you don't need any more coats, when you can't see the black of the controller anymore. Between each coat, wait 1 to 2 minutes, and after your second coat, or third, wait 25 minutes before applying your final clear coat. Finally, for the finishing touch is the clear coat. The clear coat can be moisture resistant, but its main purpose is to protect the paint you just sprayed from any damage. For the clear coat, just apply multiple thin coats, no waiting between each necessary. And finally, I would wait at least 2 hours before using the controller, just to prevent anything bad from happening to your work of art. And now it's time. It's been 2 hours, so we can finally use our controllers and play. But right before that, let's remove the tape and see how our designs really turned out. For one of my controllers, I just went with a simplistic design that involved no tape at all. If you want to take the easier path, then that's the way to go. But if you want your controllers to mean something to you, use some tape and create designs that will make it special and definitely worth it in the end.